Hawks win! Hawks win! Finally! And the losing streak is finally over! The Hawks finally get a win, boys! What a game to beat St. Louis, who started our losing streak, and the Hawks finally pull off a victory. Hawks win 1-0 over the St. Louis Blues. Corey Crawford gets his 24th career shutout tonight versus the Blues. And, oh my God, the Hawks played 60 minutes. Maybe more so 55 minutes. Second period, they kind of lost momentum after scoring the only goal of this game. And finally, Hawks win! Hawks win over St. Louis. Going into this game, as you could tell, I was nervous because the Hawks, in my preview video, I was saying I wouldn't be surprised if the Hawks lose tonight. The losing streak continues longer. They won, and the losing streak is finally over. Okay, let's get into the game. Not much to talk about, but Corey Crawford getting a shutout over the Blues, that's always great to see. Well, first period of play, the Hawks and Blues were basically playing even hockey. They had no penalties that period, and you were looking at the team where they were both playing pretty strong hockey against each other. Hawks came out early on top of the Blues where they were out shooting, but the Blues started coming back in the shots total by the end of the period. This game helps the Hawks in their way of regaining morale on the team, because it's been so long that the Blackhawks have not won a game. Now, since they are on a win, and now that they won, it's finally end of a basically rough 8 games. I'm so happy, as you saw in that live stream today. I loved it. And honestly, you should too, because the Hawks beat the Blues 1-0. And I'm pulling up the stats of the game because there's not much to talk about, but honestly, I want to talk about the stats of the game. What happened? Well, in the first period of play, shots were in favor to the Hawks, 10-8 over the Blues. So basically even. Strength hockey throughout the entire period. Both teams played solid throughout the first 20, but honestly, it came in the second period where I was more so nervous, because how the Blues came out of the first period, they came out a little bit more on offensive swing, where the ice started to feel tilted, in my opinion, on the Blues side, but Corey Crawford shuts the doors down. And so in the second period, the Blues started coming out with more shots and actually playing a lot stronger hockey. The Hawks looked like they were not going to be playing 60 minutes tonight, but this is what happened. St. Louis had a total of 10 shots on net in the second period. The Hawks only had 5. But our second shot on net, technically not really much of a good shot. Brent Seabrook scores on the power play. Assist by Jonathan Toews and Patrick Kane. I honestly thought it was going to be a Jonathan Toews goal because the puck barely crossed with it being from Seabrook. This is how it went down. Seabrook shot the puck, it hit Bouwmeester's skate, and it moved into the net without Toews touching the puck. I honestly thought Toews got the goal, but it went off of Bouwmeester's skate, and Siebes gets the goal, so Kane and Taves get the assist. So after that, I said the Hawks do need to score more goals to cushion this lead. Well, Corey Crawford shut the doors down because after that, no more goals came into play. Hawks actually played a great PK tonight, and it was a fun game and all to watch. PK, the Hawks weren't 1-for-1, and on the power play as well. On the power play, the Hawks went 1-for-2. St. Louis went 0-for-1 on the power play, and 1-for-2 on the PK. So even it was mainly an even strength game. Everyone on the ice tonight looked great, and in the third period, St. Louis outplayed us again. It was 10 shots to 4 in St. Louis's favor. That's the thing that was worrying me. I was worried the Blues were going to actually tie the game and actually win it because the Hawks were not looking solid in the third period, but Corey Crawford kept the doors closed and got his shutout. Crow got the first star of the night. Brent Seabrook, who got the second star of the night. They showed the stars. He did not even skate out because I guess he didn't realize he got the second star of the night. And it was already in the locker room by the time they announced his name. And Crow was laughing at it on the bench. And then Jake Allen for the Blues got the third star of the night. With Corey Crawford getting a shutout, that is good for him. He's needed some sort of boost of energy, morale after he went on a big rough patch during that 8-game losing streak. Now that the Hawks actually won a game and it was a shutout, I think the Hawks can take advantage of that. They can gain momentum after that. With Gustav Forsling made his Blackhawks season debut tonight because he's been injured all season until going into tonight. He made his return to the lineup for the first time since, I want to say he wasn't in the lineup since February last year. They sent him back to Rockford after that, if I'm not mistaken. He made his return to the Blackhawks today, and he played solid defensively. Yoki Haru as well. Duncan Keith played great tonight as well. The entire team played solid enough to get the shutout for the for Corey Crawford. Crow, congrats on actually getting a shutout for tonight because for missing 9 months, it sucks. I would have to agree with that. It would suck not playing for that long period of time, and Crow coming back and went on a rough patch for about 3 games when he was playing. He now tonight showed his old form in net. With the Hawks winning 1-0 over St. Louis, it's great. I love it because screw the Blues. And honestly, yeah, you can tell I don't have much to talk about anymore on the game. So, we're going to face the LA Kings on Friday, a team that has been terrible all season, except for Ilya Kovalchuk. With that being said, we need to watch out because they would want to do what we did to St. Louis today. So, leave a comment down below on your thoughts on the Hawks win over St. Louis. And please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. But most of all, let's go Hawks and screw the Blues.